So I was having a freaking moment the other day, and I was like, I have got to bring myself back. Oh yeah, sorry, I just did this video. That's why these are all over my hand. That will be up soon, if it's not up before this. But, it's just mommy things that you need to remember. Because I know that myself being a mom of two, it is hard for me to remember things like, I feel like I have to be perfect. I have to be the best mom. Like, I have to one-up all these other people because, like, oh, well, she's doing this. Like, I should be at that level. And it's stupid. It's a constant game that us moms play. And we always feel like we have to be better or as good as other moms. And it's just not how it's going. I mean, if your kids are happy, if your kids are well behaved, if they're healthy, if they have good health, like, just, it's hard to remember that when you're like wanting to be that kind of mom that you see somebody else being. So I wrote down little things as reminders to myself, but also reminders to other moms that it's okay to not be that picture perfect mom. The kids are gonna love you no matter what. I mean, really, if we're being honest. So the first thing I wrote down is make time for yourself. My mom has always told me, you've got to make time for yourself. That will make you a better mom. And it's true. You start resenting and getting mad about everything because you just don't have any time alone. Even though my husband works constantly, I will take maybe an hour, and like maybe an hour during a weekend night that he's home, and just like pamper myself. I'll give myself a relaxing bath or shower. I'll do a facial. I'll do a hair mask. Just like shave my legs without cutting myself, like just nice and slow. I don't worry about time. I don't worry about what's going on around me. Usually the kids are in bed. I don't care if he's sitting somewhere alone. It is my time. I need this to keep me sane and to keep me level-headed, because through the week it's me and only me with 3 kids. I have 2 and I nanny 1. So it's like, just let me do this. And he doesn't ever complain. I'm not really sure how I would deal with someone who could complain like that, because it's like, I am doing all of this. You better not say a word. Also, I do my makeup, and I sometimes do my hair. I don't constantly do my makeup, like heavy makeup every day. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Like today I was like, okay, I want to put my makeup on. My husband was home so he could stay with the kids, and it's just easier. You gotta have a good teammate thing, or else it's gonna be hard. But even when they were a baby, I would put a movie on, leave the door open to where they could see me, and put my makeup on. It's just that little time. Even if the kids are around me, I'm still doing something I love and something I enjoy, and it kind of just like, even if I'm rushing through it, it kind of brings me back and like, okay, this is what I'm doing for me, and it just makes me feel better about myself. Another thing is, don't feel like you always have to do everything perfect. You might not be that crafty mom. You might not be the soccer mom. Like, I feel like I feel like I'm less of a mom because I can't do super cute crafts sometimes. And it's like, really? Like, when I think about it, I know that it's stupid, but it's just like, because I can't. Do you hear my son crying as I'm talking about mommy tips? But because I can't do these things, it's stupid that I would feel less of a mom. Like, my kids aren't gonna care that my mom didn't know how to do crafts. Like, it's just, I want to be that crafty person, and I like envy and am jealous of those crafty moms, but I'm just not. Like, I will buy what they make because I'm better at that. Let your kids be free. I have notes on my phone, that's why I keep looking. Let your kids be free and give them to make their own choices. My son will make his own choices, and even though it's not the one I wanted him to, I kind of have to let him. I know that I can't shelter him. He's 5, and I know that I can't be like on him at all times. I'm realizing that he's growing up. I can't constantly be there to make every decision. He goes to school. He's going to be going to kindergarten. I just have to let him do what he wants. Obviously, if it's a bad decision, I mean, he's 5. There's only so many bad decisions, but I just have to let him grow as a person, and I can't hold that back. And I've realized that as he's grown lately, that I can't be the one holding him back. I can't always be like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't have this. No, no, no. Obviously, my kids have guidelines. Obviously, they have rules, but I tried to be more lenient on the things that aren't gonna hurt them, that don't really matter. Also, remember that your kids are gonna be dirty. I know that you want them looking like they just got out of a magazine, but it's not gonna always happen. My kids, I will have them looking so good, and then we'll go out and just mud and food, and my kids aren't as filthy as some kids I've seen, but it's a constant battle that you're fighting with kids, and it's just ridiculous. Like, you're never gonna have them spot on perfect, and it's just, I mean, don't try to make them look like they're from a magazine. They're going to end up resenting you. I promise you. I have people in my family that's happened to. They're dressed as dolls, they're looked like they're in a magazine, and they hated it, they rebelled, and they're done. So just try to let them be kids. Kids are going to get dirty. Just give them a bath when they get home. Let's see, the next thing. Don't put yourself down if you can't do something. There are so many things around the house that you have to do, and most of the time, as stupid as it is, it does land on the mom, because we just do it better, if we're being honest. I mean, right? I know I do. So I would rather do it myself, because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna have him do some of this stuff. So if you don't get a load of laundry done, if you don't get the dishes done that night, don't worry about it. You've got kids. It took me a while, because I was on top of everything when I had my son. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. There's no reason not to be on top of everything. I mean, I'm here. I only have one kid. There's no reason to not. When my daughter came, my world changed. I realized instantly when we brought her home. As I'm cooking with her in my hand, 5 weeks preemie, and doing this with Mason running around, I'm like, this is my life now. I instantly had more laundry. I instantly was like, this house is a mess all the time. And I keep my house pretty clean, but there's always going to be toys, always going to be toys around. My kids' room will be clean for 45 minutes, and then they realize, and they'll mess it up. Just try not to take that stuff so serious. It's gonna get done tomorrow. Don't keep putting it off till tomorrow's, because then it just piles up, and then that's another issue that you don't want to deal with. But I try not to, like, I feel guilty sometimes if I don't do things like, oh, I didn't clean the kitchen today. I know that really needs to be done, but I just didn't have the energy to do it. And my husband's always so sweet about it. He's always like, oh, it's fine. I'll either do it or don't worry about it. Like, it's not an issue, which I know it's not.